The young couple fell in love with a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom property on Queensland's Sunshine Coast, and they bought it for $540,000. And it was advertised as brand new, which meant that they could get the first homeowners grant, right? So
Under
far,
the rules of the grants, that has to be brand new.
And
first owner.
That's it. And from what we can work out, the builder told them that the house was brand new. And I think that they probably saw it even being built, perhaps, which, given that he was building it and they were going to be the first people to occupy it, seems completely and utterly reasonable.
Seems straightforward so far.
So they decided to, and I quote, pay a little bit more than we wanted to, but we're banking on the first homeowners grant in reducing the cost by $15,000 for us.
Challenge number one there.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not sure if they meant they went beyond their budget in paying a little bit more, or they paid more for the property than they thought it was worth. But it's clear that they felt that they could pay more because of the expectation of getting the $15,000 grant, which in itself is a problem, really.
Well, it is, isn't it? Because you're thinking, well, they're going sort of beyond their budget because of free money from the government. And you can understand then why grants push prices up. Because
absolutely,
if people go, it doesn't matter.
So many episodes on this.
Yeah, I don't have to negotiate too hard because it's all right. I got extra 15,000. It's free. It's not really mine. It was given to me.
I'll get a little bit. It doesn't matter if I pay anymore. Well, it does, and also it kind of worries me that they were stretched so far on a purchase. It doesn't sound like there was any kind of buffer left there.
No, so. They've gone and done that. They've stretched themselves. They've bought this house. They understood it to be brand new, which meant that they were going to get their grant, but big fat but. The Office of State Revenue rejected their application and 2 subsequent appeals, eventually placing the blame for this mix-up squarely on the builder. Now, that's in the article. So what went wrong? That's a quote.
So there was a piece of land. Had the builder bought the piece of land, built a house on it, and then sold it, no problem. The Office of State Revenue clearly defines that as the purchaser of the property after the builder has built it being the first owner of the property. But this appears, and this is something I've never come across before, Veronica, I don't know if you've come across it before, but in terms of interpretation of what constitutes a first home buyer, it is the builder who is deemed to be the first buyer of the property because he didn't buy the land and build the house on it. The developer essentially sold the house to him.
Yeah.
Through him.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. Totally weird. It's obviously a technicality, and no
one had lived in the property.
No, and I can so understand how a lot of people involved in this would have absolutely inadvertently got themselves into this pickle because they just didn't know. And you would assume it's such a classic, you don't know what you don't know, right? Yes. But see, this is the thing. This is where I think this is probably more interesting, this particular episode. Well, this is particularly interesting mainly because it's one of those, well, there's an anomaly. There's something really unusual that you need to know if you're buying in this circumstance.
It's not only what you need to know, Veronica, it's what we always say. You need to continually ask questions about what you don't know. So I guess, one of the good things about this episode is make sure you dig a little bit deeper and understand a little bit more rather than just assuming that what someone tells you might be, in the eyes of the law, the correct thing.